All right, Rasmussen, we're going to give this to you every day. This is likely U.S. voters. When you see likely U.S. voters, that means these are people who will go to the polls, so they say. 49% approve of Donald Trump's job performance, 49%. 50 disapprove. Can't get any closer than that. Now, last week, Rasmussen was 4 or 5 points down. Now it's almost tied. Democrats 37 for Rasmussen, Republican 33, Independent 30. That's a fair survey. Okay, now, nobody will really tell you, and Donald Trump has not been able to articulate it, what the danger is with Biden and Harris. It's twofold. The first is economics. So if you look at the Biden tax plan, he wants to raise corporate taxes, I think it's 7%, and then taxes on people like me who make good money, the affluent, way up, way up. So in New York State, I'd be paying about 60% of my income to state and local taxes. So what this is going to do, and he's going to slap taxes on capital gains, he's going to slap taxes on Social Security above $400,000. You're going to get taxed every way like this. So affluent people are going to move. They're already moving out of New York to Florida, Texas, other states like that. About 1 million people are going to leave New York. About 1 million. That's a lot of folks leaving. All right, but they're going to leave the country. So if you are an affluent person and the Biden administration comes in and says, you know, we're going to attack everything you do to this level, and then we're going to have a wealth tax that's going to tax your possessions, people are just going to leave. All right, and there are plenty of countries advertising right now. Come here and we'll give you citizenship. For $100,000, you can get a Uruguayan passport. Uruguay. All right, I wouldn't recommend Uruguay. I've been there. It's all right, but, but people will leave. And corporations will leave. And then corporations, if they have to pay more tax, will cut back on research and development, on hiring, on pretty much everything. So the country will go into a recession by next summer if Biden-Harris wins. This is my prediction. Maybe a depression if the spending, and Biden is promising everything free now, everything. We already owe $30 trillion. He'll double it. In 4 years, he can double that debt. Then the dollar crashes. All of the money that we have in our 401ks and our bank accounts, it's worth 50% less because nobody will buy dollars because the American government's so economically irresponsible. I don't want to scare you, but this is what is going to happen if the Senate goes to the Democrats. So Biden has a free run with the House and the Senate being Democrat. That's what's going to happen. Now, you can buy gold, silver, you can, park your money in Switzerland or the Caymans or the Isle of Wight, but the IRS is going to chase you. So this progressive vision of gutting corporations and affluent people for as much money as they can get will crash the economy. There's no doubt about it. So all the people thinking that Biden's going to give them stuff, which he will, absolutely will, okay, if they're looking around for a job, their wages are going to go down because there'll be fewer jobs, all right, if they can get a job. So the masses of people voting for Biden-Harris because of progressive entitlement programs, free college, free daycare, free this, free that, and they'll try to get socialized medicine, single payer. They'll try. I don't know if they'll be able to do it, but they'll try. Second Amendment, goodbye. All kinds of federal regulations. Supreme Court is going to be really busy. First Amendment, cancel culture. You get fired because you wear a MAGA hat from your job. That'll be all over the place. If you're a student at a liberal university, like all of the Ivy League, you can get a D if they don't like your political bent. First Amendment, this is all going to happen. And I'm not saying this in any kind of a hysterical way. They say it's going to happen. Biden-Harris and those people say it's going to happen. This is what they want. And the final thing they want, and you should know and tell your friends, is they don't want a guy like Trump ever to be elected again. And the way to do that is to duplicate what's happened in California, Illinois, and New York State. One party, Democrats, liberal Democrats. And they're going to try to do that on the federal level. They're not going to succeed in knocking out the electoral vote. That won't happen because it takes a constitutional amendment to do that. And they're not going to get it. But Puerto Rico as a state, that's 2 Democratic senators right there. They'll try. And that could happen. D.C., they can't do it. Constitutionally, they can't do it. But Puerto Rico, they could. So you can see this massive wave of far-left progressive policies is what's going to happen. Because Joe Biden's not going to stand up to any of that. Pack the Supreme Court, you bet. So then we don't have a Supreme Court. It's a political body run by Democrats. Because they'll appoint 5 more judges out of nowhere that serve for life. And all those judges will be left. So therefore, any ruling will be a political ruling. So this is the danger that I'm talking about, why I can't vote for Biden-Harris. I see it like it was right in front of me, like some angel came down and said, hey, Bill, this is what's going to happen. All right, you don't believe me, you don't believe me. So do people understand all that? No. They don't. I reach millions of people on radio and television, millions. But there are, 170 million registered voters? You think 60, 70% of them know what I just told you? They don't. Hey, Bill O'Reilly here. As you all know, the dollar is at a 10-year low, and November could spell real trouble. That's why I recommend you consider physical gold and silver, and the only company I do business with in this area is American Hartford Gold. You can call them right now. Make sure you tell them Bill O'Reilly sent you, and they'll give you a free gold coin on your first qualified order. Since I have been recommending American Hartford Gold, gold's up over 40%, silver over 60%. So please don't wait. Call them now. 877-444-GOLD Gold. 877-444-GOLD Gold, or text GOLD to 65532.